Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jordan, and we are playing My Life with Master. And, of course, I am the Master.
I am Carlin. I'm playing Barry Turkleton, One-Eyed Barry.
This is Jeff, and I'm playing Chekov Bellini.
This is Johnny playing Gregor. He just took my face away. Exalt.
And this is Jeremy playing Yuri Vitrenko.
So, we are moving on to Barry, who is a traveler who has come to the quaint little village that is controlled by Vasili, and has set down roots, and has become something of a fixture at the castle. Not exactly sure how, but he's managed to do it. So, the next morning, who should call you in but the Master?
Mm-hmm. You rang the Master.
I did, sir. I think you are uniquely qualified to help me with a situation.
And what is the situation?
Well, what do you think my desire is?
You desire more faces, as usual. You desire more money. But it also seems that you desire to have those who don't have your interests in mind to be close to you any longer.
That might be the case, but I think that you are leaving out the greatest of my desires. I desire to please the spy masters.
That's been a desire you've had for countless years.
Yes, but I have good news on that front. Here is a letter. They are coming to see me.
Oh, I see.
And I must look my best, don't you think?
Would that include a face with no blemishes?
Why, does this one have blemishes? Tell me the truth.
A few. Not a lot.
He rushes to a mirror and pulls it off the wall. Port wine stain.
Small, but present.
Crow's feet.
More present.
That is something I will have to consider. Unfortunately, yours is not a standard that I would accept for myself.
No, I wasn't offering my face. You probably want a face with more than one eye. Just saying. Why settle for one when you can have two?
I hear some of us only settle for 3.
That is accurate.
No, I want you to help me in another way. I need to make a good impression. You are right. I will work on the face. And I appreciate your candor. Not everybody would be so open with me. I typically have them executed, but we're not going to talk about that.
Thank you?
No, I mean that those who are not honest with me.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes.
Or I just take their face. But
Right.
I think that I need to finish my latest ensemble with a particularly dashing piece of ornamentation.
So, if I may, I was in town and observed Gregor talking to an exquisite lady. Complexion looked to be impeccable.
Are you suggesting a lady's face?
It's one of the most blemish-free faces I've ever seen.
I appreciate that you are keeping an eye out for me, and I might need you to bring her. But I was not thinking of a face for this particular task that I have for you. I want you to wear this face, and I want you to go. He opens a case, and there is a face that looks very similar to his own face.
You mean the one that he currently has on?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to go to the Hatter's shop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
I want you to try on all of the hats. And I want you to find the hat that looks the best to this twin of my own face.
Oh, okay.
My brother doesn't need it anyway.
Okay. I'm assuming he would not tell the truth to you? Or something. I don't actually need to know the answer to that. I'm just making chit-chat.
It's not that he didn't tell me the truth. It's that he chose to be born first.
No. Yeah, that's... Ugh. Those people.
Those people. Jeff knows your pain.
Siblings. And their siblingness.
It was only by 5 minutes, but still.
What a jerk.
Even worse. I will execute this in the best way.
I am more than glad to hear that. And when you're done, I want you to burn down the hat shop.
I guess I'm going to need to roll for resisting. If
Now,
I'm
why
able.
would you want to do that?
Well, let's roll and find out.
You're going to be rolling 1.
Just one?
Yeah, because it's love minus wariness.
Yeah.
And Jordan will be rolling fear plus self-loathing. What's your self-loathing?
Mine's a 1.
Oh, it won. So that's 6.
I don't think this is going to be good. But you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a 1, so...
I think all 3 of you have rolled 1s.
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Yeah.
More than.
More than.
Okay, so, of course, as an aside, eternally, Barry, internally, did I say eternally?
Yes, you did.
Maybe eternally, but internally, Barry is thinking,
I don't want to do this.
yeah, I don't really want to do this at all.
I am so grateful. And to show my gratitude, I want to give you a reward.
More food per
No.
meal?
Hmm.
Gold,
No.
my eye back.
I think this look appeals for you.
Okay.
No. I am going to give you the Hatter.
Oh. In the sense of relations?
I mean, some might call it relations. Others might just call it dominance.
Alright. I mean, you take what you can get in these days, right?
In more ways than one.
Yeah. So, and I will go do this. Let's go.
I might make a suggestion, by the way. Burning down the Hatter shop, you could make it look like an accident, or you could make it look like somebody else did it.
Would you be speaking of someone whose face you recently took?
No.
Because I feel like that would fit pretty well.
I'm talking about your friend, Pattire.
Oh. Tire is an amusement?
You've seen his heart. You know what's inside. A desire to burn things.
So that's merely one desire of many, but yes.
Speak to him. See what he can do to help you.
Okay.
That's a lad. I'm so pleased that you're enthusiastic about this job.
You got it. And before I go, I would like to reiterate, there's a woman with fantastic skin that Gregor...
Say no more. Say no more. I understand that you want your true love, Talia, to have that face. We can make that happen.
Okay, brings new meaning to role-playing in the bedroom, but whatever. Okay, then.
Anything else?
Nope. If I can go, I will get this figured out.
There's a lad. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need larger quarters for you and your... You'll at least need a larger bed.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you're feeling gracious enough to provide.
I think I'll have Gregor arrange that for you once he gets back from his humiliation. You wouldn't want Chekov choosing a room for you, would you?
Where does he sleep? In the stables?
I've never bothered to ask.
Either.
Wherever's comfortable at that moment in time.
I've been too
Or
intimidated
enough.
by the smell.
Ew, yeah, he does stink. Okay, whatever you see suitable.
Off with you.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to the hat store.
You see Yuri in the main entryway of the castle with a little girl.
How old is she?
About 8.
8. Okay.
He seems to be rather uncomfortable with her.
I mean, since I'm on my way somewhere, I wouldn't think I would really have a interest in stopping to interact with those two, would I?
You kind of see a bit of pleading in Yuri's eyes.
Save him from the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like on the side of his head, he's just like doing the
Oh, okay.
like she's talking my ear off.
Got it. Yuri, would you have any interest accompanying me to town?
To town? Yes.
Going to find some hats.
Some hats? I will find anything in town right now.
Let's go.
So off you go towards the town. Do you want to make it to the hat shop first, or do you want to meet with Patire first?
Probably do the hat shop first because you can't necessarily control someone like him if you plant an idea like that. And I would probably need to get the hat first. I don't want the hat shop to be set ablaze and then I have no hat.
So you go to the hat shop.
There's an
first.
order to these things.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you've actually spoken to Talia?
I think it will be the first time I'll speak to her.
What do you see as her greatest desire?
Ooh, that's a good call. Success.
She's very professionally
Yeah.
driven.
Mm-hmm. And I guess I'll have to talk directly to her.
But as a plus, you do have full vision at this point.
Yes, because I have the face on.
Yes.
Yeah. And as long as she's not drunk, I know her desires.
She doesn't seem to be drunk this early in the morning.
Not this time. Okay, so Yuri's with me. Yuri, if you could assist, take a look. Let me know what hats you think look good. The master is looking for the perfect hat.
Sure, for the master.
Yes.
Hello, how can I help you today?
I'm here for a hat. Not any hat. The best hat.
The best hat. What to you constitutes the best hat?
Whatever will look good with this face.
Well, there are a wide variety of hats that are in style. Are you looking for maybe a beaver hat? Or are you looking for a stovepipe hat? Are you looking for a tri-corner hat?
While beaver is always enticing, I believe the furriness would not suit the occasion. So maybe something closer to a bowler style, but fancy for a very special occasion.
Maybe a top hat?
Bowler's top hats, maybe look at both of those.
Okay. Someone else comes into the shop. They go,
Big motion.
motioning towards, with Talia. Oh, just give me a moment. It's an older woman who's wearing, like, a headscarf and very simple clothes. And you can see in her heart a great amount of distress.
So maybe I assume I will start looking at some hats and try to act like I'm fully focused on that, but kind of try and listen. You know, see if I can hear what's going on with that conversation.
I told you not to come here. Well, I didn't know where else to go. He's not come home at all. It's not like your brother Jacobson to be gone this long. What do you expect me to do? Jacobson and I haven't talked for a long time. Well, you can just ask around. Just see if the guards have seen him. See if there's anyone who knows anything about him. Couldn't you do that? Can't you see I'm with a customer? I have to get home. His children need minding. I'll see what I can do. She hurries back to you. And she puts on a professional, I'm getting ready to make a sale face.
Right.
So have you had any thoughts? Any,
I like the look of this hat. I also like the look of these two over here.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and measure the circumference of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And what about your son? Does he see anything that he likes?
He has two hats in his.
Well, let's try these as well. Let's take a look at these.
Okay.
And by chance, have you ever thought about moving up in the world?
Whatever do you mean?
What type of living quarters do you have currently?
That's a rather forward question, don't you think?
Well, I mean, I feel like your ambitions in life are rather forward as well.
To be truly successful, you have to be close to what you love.
I would agree.
And I love selling hats.
I can tell. This is the finest hat establishment in hundreds of miles.
Most of the area around here is farm.
And not a single one of those farmers can make a hat like you.
You are so flattering.
Roll charm.
Why don't you bend down? Let me go ahead and measure your head.
Sure.
She pulls out a tape measure and wraps it around your head. Well, so, young man, you'll need to go ahead and put that one back. That's going to be a little too small. That one is actually going to be a little too large. But you might be able to find some that are similar styles. Look for something that has 38 on the tag.
Oh, okay. Kind of shuffles back to where he got those hats from.
So, yes, close to what you love. I live above the store.
Have you ever thought about living in a more posh situation?
Are you making an overture?
Yeah.
It's reason minus self-loathing for you versus fear minus reason.
So I get to roll 6 for that.
Okay.
Not bad.
Jeremy, I'm sorry, Jeff, you go ahead and make the roll for me.
Yay, ones.
1. One die.
One die.
One die. Roll a 1.
3.
Nope.
I rolled a 3.
Well, not a whole lot more, but, 6.
You are going to be successful with this overture. You gain a point of love.
This is how I woo.
See, I like the making the overture. You get a point of love regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you do. Even if you lose, you gain a point of love, but you also gain a point of self-loathing,
Oh, yes.
which actually can help you.
You can.
You just get loved because you won. If you lose, you get a point of love and a point of self-loathing.
Oh, got you. Yeah. So she is interested.
She seems to be intrigued by what you have to say. She starts, smoothing her skirts.
Why don't we discuss this further? A private meal at the castle?
Do you live at the castle?
I do.
With your son?
Actually not my son. More a work associate.
I see. Do you work for the master?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I maintain a certain level of independence, yeah.
Oh, I understand. I would be more than glad to have dinner with you. But I think that maybe having dinner in a different location would be best.
Such as?
Well, there is a lovely little bistro that just opened up over down by the theater. Maybe a meal and a show?
Okay, that sounds good. So, do I find the right hat? Or what I believe to be the...
I think that you find a hat that is suitable for what you're...
Right. So as I get it, I will thank her. Say thank you very much for everything. I will see you whenever we end up setting it for later. And on the way out, in the doorway, with Yuri. Come along, Yuri. We're going back. I'm in the doorway and I turn around and say, oh, before I leave...
Yes.
I did hear a little bit of your problem with who I believe was your mother who came in earlier.
She colors quite prettily.
I saw Jacobson earlier with a man I work with, name of Gregor. If that helps at all, I don't know.
Just throwing you under the bus.
Was he taken to the castle?
I didn't see that. I just saw them walking together, talking heatedly in town. But that's all I know. I look forward to our meal.
Could you ask Gregor if you've seen him?
I am a fool.
Oh, there's another one of the disgraced. Did you hear that?
I am a fool.
Oh, that's right. I believe he's actually out here.
That's Gregor?
Yeah, that is his voice.
That's a monstrosity.
Always has been. Or some may say, ugly as the Dickens.
What would my brother be doing with someone like that?
I don't know. Could not tell you. I keep my distance personally. We may be under the same employ, but I do not consort.
Well, thank you. I think I am going to close shop early today so I can look for him. Maybe I will go speak to your friend.
Would I, just a quick question, would I need to roll anything of villainy against her as I'm kind of trying to plant an idea?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So I would roll 6 again.
Because you're basically trying to get her out of the shop while it burns.
Yeah, trying to get her out of the shop, but also finding it a plus that I can throw him under the bus. Because he has my eyeball.
Don't have your other one soon.
You can come for it, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna roll these.
Versus reason.
2.
Yep. And reason is at 7.
9.
10.
Oh, I got 9.
It doesn't say anything bad happens if you fail.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. But I got a date.
You got a date. And you got some love. Now you gotta go arrange with somebody how to burn her business and home down.
Yes. It's gonna be a hot affair.
It's a hot date.
Yeah, hot date. Okay. So I guess I go see Petar.
Homer now. I guess you have to move in with me.
Yeah, exactly. Guess you don't have a home anymore. Better go shack up with the guy who just offered you one. So I will go to speak with Petar.
Okay.
Is he drinking at the bar?
Yes, he is. He actually just got thrown out of a bar for a bit of a fight.
I guess I just happen upon him because I know he likes to hang out at bars from time to time.
Come out and fight me like a man. I'm gonna knock you down and then I'm gonna piss in your mouth.
He does like that. That's one of his weird desires. Petar, got a proposition for you.
Barry!
Yeah. Yes, yep. You've had a little bit.
We won!
We won what? Oh, we won. The little kid. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you, really?
You can go in and you can beat that son of a whore to
No.
an inch of his life.
No, I mean, what can I do for you in the sense that I'm going to tell you what I can do for you? I can offer you money in exchange for a simple service. The master is prepared to pay you handsomely for the service of doing something that you desire anyway. Something...
He wants me to fuck a horse.
It's like... that not... Okay, I guess I should be more specific.
Oh, I'm sorry. I used a bad word in front of the child. He wants me
Yeah,
to have
that's-
relations with a horse.
Still no. It's a lighter affair, if you know what I mean.
Bring my own fluid. I get to piss on someone.
There won't be anyone there, so no.
Oh.
There is a establishment that needs structural change, if you know what I mean.
Structural change?
Yes, exactly that. Okay, can you focus up?
Huh?
Put the fire out, please. Focus for a second.
I want to look
Oh. Kid, Yuri, just forget this. For your own good, to be honest.
Yuri speaks up. He's like, I can find Alexei.
Okay.
Might make him pay attention to you.
Okay.
So Yuri scampers off.
Good enough.
So you want me to set something on fire?
I'm just
But there's no people in it.
I'm just suggesting that there is a certain building that needs structural changes, and maybe you are enlightened enough
Huh.
to know how to do that.
Huh. I'm smart.
SMRT.
Yep.
And down the street, you see Yuri talking to this guy. Looks like he's about 6'7", muscle, like pure muscle.
Worst part is he's only 13.
Ugh, it's in the water.
Why don't you go ahead and roll to convince Yuri to come?
Alexei.
Or Alexei, yes.
All right, so this would be my making an overture.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Oh, that's a 4, and that's a 4.
That's a 4 too.
Ooh.
So I got a 4.
And he got a 0.
There you go.
All right.
Even though it's a good, 4 houses away, 5 houses away, something like that, you can hear him just make his hands into fists and all the knuckles crack. And he just turns and he looks at you and there's an intensity in his eye. The tall one, right?
Yuri's pointing to Petar. He's like, that one. The drunk idiot.
The drunk one.
He comes over, boom, 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 and just like smashes his fist down on the top of Petar's head.
I think you joked him too hard.
And he crumples to the ground.
So he's passed out.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna have to stick around long enough. Or did he get the message?
He knows he's got to burn something.
Yeah.
Who didn't know what?
Yeah, exactly.
Drag him next to the hot hat shop with a box of matches.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. That's exactly what I want to do.
Or
Drag him.
how about leaving there with a box of matches and you just set it on fire? It looks like he did it.
That sounds like villainy against an
Yeah,
NPC.
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So you get to roll fear plus self-loathing versus reason.
6, 7. I want this to happen though.
Well, I didn't.
Wow.
I only
You rolled one
four. It's not too bad.
Oh, 2 4s. Yes.
There's another one.
Oh, yes. 9.
11. Boom. Perfect. Perfect.
Never thought you'd want to roll low, huh?
Yeah.
Come on. I assume Alexi drags him.
Yeah.
Put him behind the shop. Make sure we're not seen at that point.
Are you going to try and catch the building directly on fire, toss the match into the room, or are you going to try and light something on fire and maybe light the thatching on fire, or what do you want to do?
Well, how would the thug do it?
Yeah, that's a good question. How would the thug do it?
That would
Well,
probably
you-
just break
you
the
know.
window.
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, I don't think we have any of that though.
Just have him breathe on the wall and...
So much booze.
I'm sure that you could buy a bottle of wine pretty cheaply. If you wanted
Okay.
to.
See if we can get some whiskey, a bottle of whiskey or something.
Grain alcohol.
Yeah. Yep.
Vodka.
Do exactly that. Light it up. Molotov. Through the window. Assuming it's closed. Only doing this when she's not there.
You walked past her.
Oh, perfect. Yes, exactly. Oh no, your house is on fire. End your business. My bad.
So as you are walking away, you can hear calls of fire, fire.
And we're walking fast enough, but not fast enough to be considered out of place.
And you hear her shrieking, "No! My home! My livelihood!"
Desire. We're going back to the castle.
We're going to go back to the castle.
Yep.
We're going to take a quick break.
Have you ever watched an absolutely terrible movie and thought to yourself, what were they thinking?
Because we sure have.
So much so that we named our podcast after it.
What were they thinking?
Starring me, Nathan.
And Brendan.
Every other week, we take a bad to questionable movie and unpack it, so you don't have to.
And then every other week, we A your cues with our mailbag.
Or, talk about whatever.
Yeah, no big whoop.
No big whoop at all. So that's What Were They Thinking?
You can catch us on Podbean, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and more.
On also a ton of platforms that Brendan made up.
Now that you've returned from the castle, the master wants to see the hat.
Alright. Master, this is the hat that has been chosen.
Oh.
Frames the face very well, I will say.
Yes. It seems that it might. Try it on.
Okay. So I put it on.
Doesn't that make you look rather tall? A little too tall.
No, I think it looks excellent. And I will say we looked at all the hats, as you said, and this, by far, is the best.
We?
Yuri
Yuri's not there. He didn't go
Yuri
to the
came and
master.
had come along.
You left Tanya alone.
Who? The annoying kid.
You took him away from the palace when he was supposed to be watching somebody?
He assisted in picking out the perfect hat. I don't know what he was supposed to be doing. Oh, that's a bad argument.
You don't know what he was supposed to be doing?
He did help out with...
What
the-
makes you think I care about that? The best way for Yuri to have helped out was to do his job.
Which is...
Chekov,
Yes, master.
bring me the boy.
Right away, sir.
Am I good to...
Sit down.
Alright.
Take that ridiculous face off.
Can I keep this one at least for a little bit? I have a date.
Do it now.
Can I try to resist?
Yeah.
Yes, you
It's
can.
probably not going to be good, but whatever. It's the best I can do. It's the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do any more than that.
Yeah, hope he rolls all 4s.
All 4s. All 4s. All 4s.
I would love to see him roll all 4s.
That'd be hilarious.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, I'm faceless. Well, I mean, just going back to my old face. Did I take the hat off too? Does he want that? Do you want the hat?
Take the hat off as well.
Okay, there you go. Just put the face in the hat.
Take that face out of the hat. I want you to burn that face.
It's your brother's face.
I don't care.
I know a guy who could definitely take care of that for you. Like, enjoy it.
And his name is Barry.
Exactly what I was thinking. Got it.
Yuri arrives. Chekov brings him in.
Forcing him ahead of me by the collar. Should I roll the violence or villainy against?
He just wants to hit someone.
Do you want to shove him? Do you want
Yes, I want to be like
yes, then you
So-
rough with him.
Shove him upstairs.
Against PC.
Or up
So fear
window.
plus
Fear
self-loathing.
plus self-loathing.
So what's your fear plus self-loathing?
Oh, it's the same. Because I
Yeah, I know.
upped mine. So we're both on 8.
Mm.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm going to make this interesting, and I'm going to give you the desperation die.
Oh, so what does that do again?
So
Gives
the
you an extra die.
it's an extra die that you can roll potentially a 6 on. It's a d6 that
Okay. I'll
you-
roll the 4s first and then add the 6 to it. Ooh, 3 4s. Dang it. Ooh, but no 1s. And another 3.
12.
16.
That was
winning
the wrong one.
minion succeeds and gains a point of self-loathing.
Yeah, so you gain 1 point of self-loathing.
So he does shove you, right?
Yeah.
But you manage to keep your feet. Like that's how you win.
Oh, just winning? I don't
Punch him back?
trip him up as...
I mean,
You
would
can.
you really want to do that in front of the master?
I was thinking just something small. Like, he's got his hand on my shoulder. He goes to shove me. I shrug it off, and he, like, ends up, like, pushing my shoulder, and, like, smacks his head into the door frame.
That sounds fine.
So it's not like I directly did something to him.
Right. It's more like a misdirection.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Needs to
He
be.
just screwed up.
Why, you little...
Chekov.
Yes, master.
Wait until you are told.
As you say, master.
So, tell me about your morning.
Well, I was listening to Tanya, trying not to doze off, and then she had her dress fitting appointment, and I helped Barry with his assignment
What did I tell you to do?
to make sure that Tanya got to her dress fitting appointment.
I told you to stay with Tanya. You little sniveling twit.
Sick bird.
19th century bird.
Yeah.
What do I not tolerate?
Streaky toilets.
If I asked you to talk, Barry, then I would want to hear what you had to say. If you want to keep your lips, you will remain silent until I speak to you.
Would you like the exhaustive list, Master?
That was good.
Hero point.
This is where he says, "Don't sass your pappy."
Yes.
Ouch. You did it to yourself.
Yep, I did.
Walked right into it.
Unpolished silverware, unkempt beds, a muddy parlor, runny eggs.
Right.
You can't.
What I hate most of all is disobedience. Do you know what you did today?
Yes.
Say it loud so Barry can hear. Faster!
Barry was with
Faster.
with me.
I know, but he needs to hear it.
We went to town and bought a hat
Do you want to hear the short version that you obviously are stumbling over because you can't get your ass out of your mouth? I'll put 1 + 1 together so that your tiny little insignificant fly brain can understand what I'm saying. You did not do what I told you to do. You decided that you wanted to do what I told Barry to do. That is disobedience. Barry, acknowledge me.
Acknowledged.
Your boots look dirty. I think they need to be cleaned.
Okay.
Yuri, lick his boots clean.
I can take them off.
No.
I'm going to try and resist.
Can I help him try to resist that one?
Love
Not
minus
providing aid.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So you both roll 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we get super lucky. Let's find out. You roll like 50.
Yes.
6.
You got 2 from me. That's 3 total.
Got a 1.
Or
All fours. All fours. All fours. All fours.
All fours. All fours.
Yep, it's all fours. As far as everyone knows who can hear this. Let's just go that way.
There were 3 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still more than 3.
So you failed.
So,
you have to do it.
yeah.
Out of game real quick, you did tell him to get his dress fitted too.
Yes, I did.
Shh! I left that on purpose.
I know you did.
Come on, Jeff.
You're. Oh, no, you are here.
I'm trying to help him.
So, Yuri's licking boots.
How's it taste?
We just went through town.
Probably got a little alcohol in the boots when we were preparing the Molotov cocktail.
That would be
Preferable.
yeah, to whatever else is on there.
Yes, please.
Rat guts, vomit, urine.
Ugh.
Horse droppings.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Barry, don't your boots look nice?
Yeah.
Tell him he did a good job.
Nice work, Yuri.
Yuri just shrugs.
Oh, he's trying not to hurl.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
Because he won't have to clean that up either.
Right. Because you know what that would be.
Vomit.
Or if he did, he would choose to vomit on Chekov.
Makes sense. Is that villainy against?
I think that would be.
Violence? It's projectile.
That would result in violence.
Now go. I don't want to see your face for the rest of the day. Stay in your room
When's my date?
tonight.
Oh, okay.
Or it was supposed to be tonight.
But, real quick, I have a date with the hat lady, and it would be very beneficial if I kept that date.
Do you think you deserve a reward?
I don't really think I did anything wrong, because I didn't know the situation.
What matters in terms of who thinks what was right and what was wrong?
Right. I'm appealing to you. That's all.
Go to your room.
Until my date?
I will think about it.
Okay. So he leaves.
Go to the dressmaker.
Yes, master.
Good boy.
Chekov is sitting there grinning ear to ear.
Chekov is grateful for the life he's been given by the master.
Chekov,
Yes, master.
I have a task for you. Just before that fool, bumbler, Barry.
I was like, could be talking about any one of us at this point?
Yeah, you really could.
Chekov, are my expectations so high that they are unattainable?
Do not believe so.
Are they so taxing that even a small child cannot understand what I say?
No?
Do they lack the basic intelligence to even open their flies and piss properly?
Yes. Yes, they do. They lack that intelligence.
Thank you. I thought so.
I've borne witness to this.
You've had to clean
Quite
the latrine,
embarrassing.
so you know.
Quite embarrassing.
I received a letter today. The spy master's representatives are coming in on the 3 o'clock boat. I want you, since Gregor is otherwise occupied, I want you to go and collect them.
As you wish.
You know how to drive the carriage, I'm assuming?
Yes.
I want you to go and pick up the representatives. Do you think you could do something else for me?
Whatever you need, Master.
I think I could use some entertainment. What do you find entertaining?
Not much. I do find joy in other people's pain, though. It's a weird thing. I don't feel much beyond that.
I wonder if that would bring me joy.
It very well may.
Well then, I think that we should have some glee. Don't you?
Sounds quite pleasant to me.
Go find a unique face, and we will see what kind of joy we can bring to ourselves.
I will do this.
Now go! We do not want to keep these spy masters waiting.
No, we do not.
While you were going to the dock on the river, where there's a band, caravan, what do you find interesting in a face?
He said a unique face.
Yes.
Any kind of protuberances or sunken features. Maybe a missing eye or a scarred face. Like burns.
No.
Maybe like warts or great amount of freckles.
You come across a leper.
That is very unique.
How are you going to get this leper into the carriage?
I'm going to send him up to the castle by himself.
Alright, how do you want to do that?
I could threaten him or bribe him.
I mean, you're most definitely causing villainy against an NPC.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
9.
Thank you. My math is not good. Ever.
I rolled 12.
Yeah.
The leper says, I have heard stories of what happens in that castle. I don't think I'm going to be going there.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Well, now there's going to be violence against an NPC.
Let's see. Blue 4.
And a white 4.
And
And a pink 4.
What?
You're supposed to be rolling those ones. Well, you did roll those ones. 4 4s and 3 1s. It's terrible.
Didn't you miss this, Carlin?
Oh, jeez. Are you gonna punch yourself in the face?
7.
Just might.
7.
12.
Oh,
My gosh.
dang.
You forget to jump off the carriage seat before trying to physically harm the leper, and your feet get tangled in the...
So my whip doesn't quite reach him.
Right.
You do get a point of weariness.
Yeah, you
though.
get a point of weariness now.
So the leper seems rather indignant. He shuffles away as quickly as he can while you try to untangle yourself from the mess you've made in harnessing the whip and all that.
How much time's passing here?
Not a short amount of time. And you do have to get to the dock. As you are going along, who was it that you were trying to suggest had a really nice face?
Natasha?
Uh-huh, Natasha.
You do see Natasha.
Romanov.
Yeah.
Decide. The blacksmith's daughter.
She'll do.
Indeed.
So how do you want to do this?
I want to soothe her.
Okay.
It's gonna work. You're like a hulking brute, right?
No, but actually that's one of his...
That's my
his
more than
special
human
ability.
Oh, that's right.
Except
How
I
is
can't-
how is she a victim?
Because he's going to kidnap her.
Yeah.
So that would be a
Violence.
villainy or a violence roll. How aggressive do you want to kidnap her?
Persuasion.
So villainy
Yes.
against reason.
Roll better this time, Jeff.
I mean, how does that work? Because that is his more than human thing. So it's like he can do
Yeah,
it.
he can do it, but he's got to get her into the carriage first because she's not just.
Okay.
She's
all right.
not. She's not in a condition right now. She's just walking down the road doing her normal daily errands.
So if she gets into the carriage, she's done.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
think,
would think if he can recall
I
her
think
and
he should get that
do
extra D4.
For intimacy, if he was like stroking her hair,
Well, I just say because that's his special ability is soothing.
yeah.
So he's using the soothing to convince her.
I don't know if that gets
I
there.
don't-
Because it's not logic. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I would see it more as if he can get her in there, he could soothe her so she wouldn't be, like, screaming or anything, or feel like anything's wrong.
Right, that's what
Okay.
I was thinking as well.
Okay.
We're doing a villainy against an NPC at this point.
10.
14.
How?
You didn't roll any
I
first.
rolled 3 threes,
Yeah,
a
Oh my gosh.
3 1s, and a 2.
no force.
Nope.
She just keeps on walking.
Now you can be violent.
I'm not getting into your carriage. I don't know where you're going or what you're doing.
I'm gonna be a little bit patient with this one.
Okay. How do you want to be patient?
And say, well, your presence is requested by the master.
That might work in the castle, but out here in the real world, no.
Said it was requested, not demanded.
Well, then you can go about your business. Leave me to mine.
I turn my attention to the docks to see whether their ship has arrived or not.
It looks like it is just now pulling into the dock. You want to go ahead and meet them at the dock?
Yes.
Easily done.
Mm-hmm.
And they see you in your livery. They're like, "Oh yes, boy, here, take our bags." And it's 2 indistinct individuals. Like, it's really hard to really figure out what they look like because every time you try to look at them, your eyes just automatically defer away. Like, you find yourself looking at the air above their heads. Sometimes you find yourself looking at the dock. Sometimes you're even looking at...
Distinctive faces have come to me. Please, please. Right this way.
Thank you, good sir. So you believe that your quest to find a unique face
Yes.
has ended.
The fact that their faces are indistinguishable makes them very unique. Because most faces have something that you can tell who they are just by looking at them. The fact that I cannot tell who they are just by looking at them tells me that they're very unique indeed.
So you take them to the castle?
Yep.
I would imagine that you want to present them to the master, or...
Yes.
So you drop them off and you hand the reins to a coachman, a stable boy.
Stable. Right this way, if you will. And lead them up to the tower.
Yep.
After showing them where their rooms will be.
Instead of the tower, typically for guests, the master tends to prefer to meet them in the drawing room or the parlor.
Yes.
Parlor, hall, or dining room.
So you take him there,
Yes, I take them there.
and he seems to be very excited.
He's been waiting quite a long time for this.
Yes, for the spy masters to come, and he starts just absolutely gushing about how he is really excited to show the progress that he has made. That he is very excited to demonstrate his unique abilities, his techniques at infiltration, and how his techniques can be used not just on himself, but on others. And they seem to be very excited, and there's the typical social pleasantries that you would expect from such an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, "Well, you must be tired from the travel. Why don't you go to your rooms and refresh yourselves, and then we will meet together for dinner." He turns to you after they have left. "Now, where is this delightful face that you have found?"
He gestures to
The leaving.
the leaving
You suggest
spies. Yes.
them.
They're the most unique faces I've found.
What do you mean? They just looked ordinary to me.
That's the thing. You could not pick them out in the crowd, making them the most unique thing there.
What do you see when you look at them?
I can't look at them.
You simpleton. Your pea-brain lacks the capability of understanding what you experienced. Do you think Gregor would fail me in this way?
In what way, sir?
You do not take guests who hold your fate in the palm of your hand and say, "Oh yes, sir, I would like to fillet your face off."
You don't have to tell them.
Yes, but do you think that the spy masters would appreciate that their ambassadors have been carved up like autumn pumpkins? And anyway, their magic would probably counteract whatever I would use to graft their face onto mine. They're useless for the collection. Absolutely useless. Did you see anybody else?
I did.
And you determined that they were not worth your time?
That is not the case. They resisted.
They resisted. What do I keep you around for? Violence. You are my violence maker. And you couldn't be violent with some middling townspeople? What kind of brute are you? You were the brute squad. Tell me about these faces that you saw. How many did you see?
2.
Okay.
One of them I believe you've been told of before.
Alright.
The blacksmith's daughter?
The one that Gregor was saving money for.
Yes.
Okay. And the other?
And the other was a leprous man.
Interesting.
I thought so. But, no, I did not want to become leprous myself. I have enough issues as it is.
You're under my protection. You would have been totally fine.
Well, that being the case, I can go out and get him now.
Why don't you do that?
As you wish, Master. I go back out to find the leper.
It does take you a while. The sun is setting. But then you do find him on a road leading out in towards the farm areas.
I take a bag with me to throw over his head.
Sounds fair.
Can't fight what you can't see.
I'm sure he's going to hear you coming, though.
Unless his ears have fallen off.
But even then, he would still have...
Just means that the bag will slip over his head easier.
Okay, fine. So you see him in the distance, and are you driving the carriage, or are you going on foot?
The wagon.
Well,
A wagon?
yeah.
Okay. So as you come closer, he hears you coming, and he starts to try shuffling away faster.
You did try to talk him into
And then try to hurt him.
going. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try and hurt him again.
I love your logic.
Oh, that's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 4. Yeah, 8. You have more than 8.
11.
Go ahead and describe how you bag a leper.
Yeah, I basically run up and kick him over and then pull the bag down around his prone body and tie his arms and just throw him down onto the cart and tie his ankles so he can't get up and run away.
Desire.
You know, very proficient, very professional.
Yeah.
I've done this a bunch of times before.
Yeah, because he's getting his rocks off at the same time. So he's causing pain.
Well, he doesn't. That's not how it works for him. He enjoys vicariously watching other people get hurt, not actually hurting them himself. From what I
Not
understand.
necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but if he does inflict pain on someone else,
All the better.
right?
So you make it back to the castle before dinner is served, and the master tells you to put him in the laboratory.
As you wish.
All right. After the evening has passed, the master comes up to see him, and he goes, "Huh, Chekov. Do you know who this is?"
The leper I was speaking of.
"Yes, this leper. It's your brother Sasha.
That is not my brother.
Sasha Bellini.
This is not my brother.
How do you know my name? I know all about you. Your brother brought you to me.
I know the face of my brother, and this is not it.
Of course he looks different. Everybody looks different when they're covered in scabs. Are you ready for some pleasure?"
I guess so.
Yeah. And on that exciting note, we're going to go ahead and end the session. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.